Wait. Hold on. What the f is going on down here? What the fuck are they doing?
Oh well. Must have run.
After leaving the Anolta Foothills Shrine, I figured I was close enough to Helgen to go there. Since we used the random start mod, I wanted to get some decent loot from there. But little did I know I would witness something super shocking. Something never witnessed in the world of Skyrim. While I try to hunt some roasted elk, can we just take a minute to appreciate how pretty this game can look on PS5? I mean, look at that! Ah, damn it, he got away. Alright, well, we'll get the Mage Stone and then off to Helgen. Now, I knew on Legendary Helgen would be pretty hard to overcome, but I also knew we might have some help in our old buddy Rayloff. What I didn't know, though, is that we would make some new friends along the way, and discover something about the warring factions of Skyrim. There's a cliche that us humans use, and this dates back all the way to Sanskrit texts. That cliche is, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And in Skyrim, you wouldn't think that would be true. Sometimes in the real world, you wouldn't think that would be true. But time and time again throughout history, in Skyrim, and in the real world, that is proven to be true. Now, I may be the first person to discover this in the 15 years that Skyrim has existed. But I've never seen it before. Because what we're about to witness at Helgen is the Stormcloaks and the Imperials working together to destroy a common enemy. And this gave me an idea for this episode. What if we looked at two sides that normally are warring with each other, who aligned with each other to destroy a common enemy? And the war we're going to go over is the Greco-Persian War, or just the Persian Wars for short. The reason we're going to go with that is because this is set in ancient times, so there are no guns, so we can relate it to Skyrim a little bit more. It's fought with blood, guts, and swords, and arrows, I imagine. Now, also, what makes this relatable is the fact that, like Skyrim, these are warring city-states going against each other, who unite against a common enemy. It's slightly different in the fact that the Imperials are somewhat siding with the Thalmor, but they still don't love the Thalmor. They don't appreciate the Thalmor. They're honestly just doing it to stay safe. However, as we'll see, against bandits, both sides will come together, and they'll work together, because bandits are assholes. Get him, Rayloff. Get him, Wolf. No, Rayloff! No! Okay, he healed up. Okay. Get him, Wolf! And these bandits are strong. I don't have too much magic. I can't conjure another wolf. My magic is draining is regaining super slow. Catch everybody on fire. Fuck it. Fuck it. Give me your stuff, buddy. Come on, Rayloff. Get up. I don't know what the hell my wolf was doing. I'm just gonna get up here. Just be safe. Shoot some fireballs at him. Fuck it, I'm going in. I'm going in. There's only two of them left. We got this, Rayloff. Just got fucking pelted by an arrow. We got one hit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Get him, Rayloff. Fuck. Alright, well, that won't be the first time I die during this encounter, that's for sure. Get out of here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. Taking my clothes off? Yeah, take that armor off. Run, naked brosif. Run! Go! Don't get hit. You gotta make it to Rayloff. Gotta make it to Rayloff. I'm running out of stamina. Oh, I'm moving so slow. Ugh. Oh my god. I don't have any clothes on. It's so fucking cold out here. Gotta hide. Gotta hide from these fuckers. Alright, I see an Imperial guard over here. Help me. Help. Shoot him. Oh shit, there's two of them. Okay, I don't know what the hell my wolf is doing. He just ran away. Conservations do that a lot. They just bail, which is ironic for what I do later in the video. Get him, Rayloff. Yeah, shoot him with your arrow from that far away. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, spinning back fist. Hopefully that Imperial Archer can help us over here. Shit, here comes another one. I gotta put some armor on. Oh, fucking missed again. This fucking mace sucks. Get him, Rayloff. Told you guys. Alright, I'm not dying this time. Gotta get out of here. Run back here. Get him down the hill. Come on. Run past him. Oh, shit. We're not gonna talk about it. I have so much salmon and I have no salt. I have so much salmon and no salt piles. Run! Run! This is not a good start. I thought there was a pathway over there. There wasn't. That's ideal combat IQ, I guess. You know, run into a corner, trap yourself. Rayloff's just chilling. I'm gonna go over to this Imperial Archer and see if he can pick some people off real quick. Doing good damage. You gotta flame the flames, you know? I mean fan, you gotta fan the flames. Get him, Rayloff. That dude's almost dead. Hey. Give me your stuff. Alright, we're doing good this time, Rayloff. Do your thing. I'll distract them. Come on, you bitch. Yeah, watch this. Yeah, absorb that magic. And we just did the same thing we just did a second ago. Fucking fantastic. Listen. Run. Run away from me, baby. Can you help me? Help me. I thought I was gonna be good here. I'd seem safe. Yes. Fucking dagger, dude. Alright, this time is really the time that we're gonna succeed. Thought about going up there. I would've got shot in the face by that archer, though. I need you, Rayloff. I need you. I don't know if I have clothes on right now or not. Help me, dude. Help. They're coming. Turn around!
We'll show those faithless dogs.
I was trying to interact with them and see if it would put me in a dialogue, but since it doesn't stop combat, it doesn't really matter. We'll see that later. He's already down. Doing good damage. Come on, Raylaw. Step up. Come on, Archer, help us out. I know he's a Stormcloak, but I need you. Yeah. Get down to the ground. Oh, this fucking guy. I think we're gonna survive this time. Raylock is tanking that shit. You see that shit? Yeah, you just eat 10 apples real quick. And get we gotta get this mage out of here. Alright, he's down. Come on, Rayloff, he's got a fucking dagger. He's healing. He's going down. He's going down. Get down to the ground. Imperial soldier real quick. Give him a good thank you, a good head nod. Appreciate his hard work, or I don't know how much he actually helped, but he tried, man. That's all I can ask for. Hello, good sir. Come on, let me up here. Let me up here. Hey. What's up, man? Thank you. Unnamed Imperial soldier. Appreciate it. Go ahead and take this fucker out. Should be easy. It's only one. Get him off. Let's go. You're dead. You're already dead. Let's talk about the topic of this video, the Greco-Persian War, or again, the Persian Wars for short. This was between the Achaemenid Empire and the Greek city-states. Now, this war would start in 499 BC, and it would last until 449 BC, and for the Persians, it would last the length of 2 rulers. And that would be Darius and his son, Xerxes. Now, in the year 499 BC, the Achaemenid Empire was a vast empire that stretched from India to the Asia Minor. Why was that so hard to say? Much like the ancient kings of Mesopotamia, these Achaemenid Empire kings had to put up with a lot of rebellions. Now, in the west, in the colony of Iona, there was a rebellion that started to brew. They would end up getting the help of Athens and Eritrea, which would spark the revolt. And this also goes back to the Mesopotamian kings. They didn't just think this was a political upstanding or revolt. They took this as an assault to their divine right. Now, in 490 BC, Darius would stand up to the revolt, and they would destroy Eritrea. Or Eritrea? You guys help me out with that one. You guys know I can't pronounce things very well. Eritrea? However, at the Battle of Marathon, 10,000 Athenians meet the Persian army. The Athenians actually come out on top against the mighty Persian army. And this is a battle that resonates throughout history, standing up to tyranny. Now, just a few short years after this campaign, Darius would pass away in 486 BC. This allows for his son, Xerxes, to take over. When Xerxes takes over, the second invasion will take place. He gets hundreds of thousands of troops. Some estimates are upwards of 200,000 troops. And they're actually able to cross seas and go into Greece. However, as this is happening, Greek city-states, Athens, Sparta, and others form the Hellenic League. And during this second invasion is when the Battle of Thermopylae takes place. This is portrayed in the Battle of the 300, obviously in the movie 300, where they go into the Thermopylae Pass, and they are confronted by a small group of Spartan soldiers. Now, the more realistic version of this is that there were likely 7,000 Spartan soldiers and a couple thousand Persian soldiers. Wait, hold on, what the fuck is going on down here? What the fuck are they doing?
Oh well. Must have run off.
Fucking hell, they just beat the shit out of those bandits. Good job, fellas.
Need something?
Are we all on the same team now?
You left this over there. You want it back, right?
Aw, shit, thanks, man.
You left
What a
this
good
over
dude.
there. You want it back, right? Here.
And as this video goes on, this is going to be a 2-part video or maybe even a 3-part video. We will get a little bit more into the details of each battle. Just know that these are the Spartans that you know of. They are led by King Leonidas. Now, another huge turning point in this war, which I say turning point, but again, this goes on for another 25 to 30 years in estimates, until 449 BC. So, yes, the Greeks and the Greek city-states were getting a lot of great victories here, but as you can tell, the Persians just have so many soldiers, and they have such a big army and such a vast empire that it's really hard for the Greeks to overcome this. However, around the same time of the Battle of Thermopylae, there's a naval battle that takes place called the Battle of Salamis. Okay. Now, this was Greek city-states led under Themistocles. Now, this battle was over the straits and the mainland of Salamis. Salamis is an island in the Saronic Gulf and is near Athens. This battle is noted as one of the largest naval battles in all of ancient Egypt. Now, the Battle of Salamis would actually result in a Greek victory here. So essentially what had happened is the straits are narrow. Themistocles pretty much persuades Xerxes to bring his navy in. Xerxes' navy proceeds to try and block the straits off and block both entrances and exits. Essentially what happens is they're not able to move their ships because their ships are so large, they have so many people, they get stuck. They're not able to maneuver, they're not able to do actual combat. The Greeks know this, they understand that, they take advantage of it, they get a decisive victory. By weakening the Persian navy, the Greeks had the advantage in the war. Not even a full year later, in the battles of Plataea and Mycale, there would be a lot of tension in the allied group. The Athenians felt like they were not treated correctly here. They felt like they weren't protected by the alliance or by the allegiance. And they felt like they were treated unfairly. So going into this battle, they were not prepared to help the other Greek city-states. Now, eventually this would lead to the Athenians vacating or evacuating Athens, as they were not prepared for the battle. The Persians would reinvade, and they would retake Athens. Now, obviously, the Athenians were not very happy that this happened. However, they were contemplating siding with Persia at this point in time because of how unfairly they felt they were treated. They demanded assistance from Sparta, and they would end up getting it from the Peloponnese cities. Now, Mardonius, who was Darius's nephew and a commander in the army, wanted to lure in the allied troops. He wanted to lure them into Boeotia. or Boeotia. This would allow his troops to fight in open terrain. However, the Allied troops didn't fall for the tactic, and they stayed on elevated ground of Plataea. Now, the Allied troops would make a mistake here, and they would try to retreat. Seeing this, Mardonius figured that the troops were all isolated now. They were separated. However, even though there were 40,000 troops, they were no match for the Spartans. The Spartans ended up going through his bodyguards and killing him. And actually, I was wrong. They probably had more than 40,000 troops, because 40,000 troops is the amount of troops who actually retreated. They actually ended up going back into their camp. However, that is where they were trapped and slaughtered by the Greeks. Now, with the boost of morale from the Battle of Plataea, or from the news of the Battle of Plataea, the Allied navies would rise up. They would crush the Persian navy once again, completely devastating Xerxes' navy, taking the ability for the sea travel and the sea invasions away from Xerxes. This would lead to the Greeks going on the offensive. Now they were confident, now they really believed with the dwindling numbers of the Persian army that the Persian army stood no chance. And we will see in the next episode how this goes. But as I hinted at earlier, even though they're on your side, sometimes they're not always on your side. And sometimes they won't stay on your side. And my game just froze. And that is terrifying. Thank you.